Whoa! Special effects. I'm Nick Shell. I talk about hair loss. And today I want to talk about pomade and thinning. So here's the deal. I am not a bald man. I'm age 35 and a half. I'm not bald, but I am balding. I'm in the process of it. And I want to talk about pomade because it's interesting. It's a delicate balance for me as I use pomade. I have to do it a certain way. I feel like today is just, for me, kind of a perfect hair day. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, you can see how much hair I don't have. Watch the video called Check Out My Peninsula. If you watch that one, you'll see how I really don't have as much hair as it looks like I have right now. It's almost like a requirement. If you're going to watch my videos every day and if you're going to subscribe to my videos, then you have, it's a prerequisite. You have to watch Check Out My Peninsula. So please do that, because I want you to be aware of how little hair I actually have and how much I do with what I've got. But what I've learned as far as using pomade, I use that orange can from Walmart. Murray's pomade is what it's called. So what I've learned from using pomade is that if you use too much and your hair's too wet, it's only going to expose your thinning, and it's going to expose that sort of stuff all over if my hair's too wet and I've got too much. So what I've learned is if I don't use pomade, though, then if you check out my videos from a couple days ago when I talked about death sentence to my hair, you've seen that one. In that one, I didn't use any pomade. I was lazy, and my hair didn't look good either because it was like clumpy, and you could kind of just see my scalp, and my hand's cold, so I have to use this. So it wasn't that, so it looks bad without pomade. But this is a perfect example of exactly how it should be. I just use a little bit of pomade. My hair's mostly dry, but just a little bit damp. I just mess my hair up, and then I put that in there. And I think really, for me, this is how I'm going to get away with making it look like I have more hair than I do. I'm really inspired by whoever commented and said that I look like Marlon Brando in a certain movie. Of course, I looked it up, and I think they're referring to the movie called The Fugitive Kind, which was in 1959, which he was the exact same age as me. So he and I think we can agree. I do actually look like him. And now that I've mentioned that, other people are like, yeah, actually you do look like him. So I'll take that as a compliment. A legendary guy, right? And that's something I was thinking about too, is like, you look at Marlon Brando, if he had hair similar to me, no one thought of him as a balding man or a guy that had a receding hair. They didn't think of him in terms of that, because he had charisma. And what's funny is I've never seen him in a movie, but I just know about him. But that was not what he was known for, his hair. And so, but he managed it well, in a way that I feel that I'm managing my hair well today with the way I've got it fixed and the way I'm trying to fix it. I think that's the key. That you can have just a peninsula starting to form, like again in that other video where you can see it, but that you can actually do a great job of distracting people from realizing that. So in closing, what I'm planning to do with my hair, I am getting that trim, that haircut this weekend, and I was thinking about taking it down to a 3 again on the sides and the back. But as I was looking at those pictures of Marlon Brando from 1959, at my age currently, 35 and a half, I realized his hair was kind of like this. I mean, it was fairly short on the sides and the back, but a little bit long on the top, and it wasn't that short. So I just want to see if I kind of mimic that style. That way, no one's paying attention to my hair, but I can still have a handsome look. And so I think that's probably what I'm going to do. It's funny because if you just grow your hair out long, that's not going to solve the problem if you have my hairline. If you just grow it long for the sake of being long and trying to hide it. But if you grow it long enough, you can make it to where it just really, it can downplay, and especially if it's kept nice. And I just really think that this is good potential for me. Like this is how my hair really needs to be, and people will be you know, not fooled. I don't know. People won't be paying attention to how little hair I have. So if you're watching this video and you've never seen Check Out My Peninsula that I did just about a week or so ago, watch it. because I think you will be surprised with, like, oh, that's the same head of hair that was filmed just weeks apart. So that's what I do. And the first video that got me started on these hair videos is when I had the one that's called Tips for Downplaying a Receding Hairline. I think actually that's one of the things I'm good at. I'm good at knowing how to get around that. I've said before with my hairline and with my hair, how thin my hair is, I can't get away with certain haircuts. Like, if it's going to be short, it's got to be pretty short. Otherwise, it exposes how thin it is. And so this is one of those like perfect times in my hair where it just works. This is I'm just totally accepting and adopting this whole concept of Marlon Brando. So that's my talk about pomade, how to use just enough, and just kind of more plans on what I'm as far as my future, what I'm planning to do as far as hair. I feel I'm in a very good place right now, despite my hair loss, despite my peninsula forming. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm Nick Shell. Hopefully this inspires you some way. I'm here to help people, no matter how much or how little you have for hair. Maybe there's something I can do to help you, because I'm the host of those conversations from a psychological perspective. That's the thing I'm good at. There's lots of stuff I'm not good at, and not everybody likes me. Some people really don't like me. I'm offensive to some. Others, I'm like, oh yeah, that guy actually is helping me. So it's just I don't have a 100% approval rating. I really don't. I'm kind of like Donald Trump, maybe. Yeah, I'm like Donald Trump. Yeah, because a lot of people like really are into me, and a lot of people really don't like me. Donald Trump. Thanks for helping me understand that. I learned so much about myself from watching these videos. Wow. Marlon Brando and Donald Trump combined. Something to think about. That's who I am, huh? Thanks for helping me.